This video is made for educational purposes and teaching English for second language learner. Feel free to download the material and use it any way you want in your classroom. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell as it's the best way to let you know when a new episode is available. Many thanks for your support. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and as you see I'm standing here on the forest recreation ground for what is known as the Goose Fair. After the absence of 3 years, the Goose Fair is back with a vengeance. So stay tuned if you want to know more about what's so attractive about this fairground attraction that has been around for hundreds of years. Stay tuned. It was quite an experience that Saturday to visit the Goose Fair at Forest Recreation Ground straight after watching the concert at St. Mary's Church, Lace Market, Nottingham. It is the biggest church under the Church of England in the entire city. Wonderful acoustic after the restoration, and I had the chance to take a picture between the famous symbol of the lion and the unicorn. Since 1603, the lion and the unicorn are elements in the royal coat of arms of the United Kingdom, standing for the unification of the two kingdoms, England and Scotland. The concert itself features the orchestra of the Restoration, directed by John Keyes, accompanying two soloists, Seffie Johnson, who just turned 11, performing Charles de Berrios's Violin Concerto No. 9, and Jill Crossland performing Mozart's famous Piano Concerto No. 23. We also had the chance to hear the orchestra playing Ralph Vaughan Williams' 5 variants on Dives and Lazarus. Vaughan Williams was not only a composer of the utmost importance for English music, but also one of the great symphonies of the 20th century. I was coming to the fair while people are exiting, but there were still huge number of visitors as it was the last Saturday. The fair dates back to 1254 and is organized by the Showmen's Guild. True to the tradition, the opening on the first Thursday of the month was marked by the reading of the charter for Nottingham Goose Fair, along with the ringing of the bells at noon to mark what used to be the 4-day chartered fair. School students during this particular Thursday will have only half a day at school, so that they could visit the fair right after its opening. This year, after a 3-year hiatus, Goose Fair returned with a vengeance, being held at the longest duration of more than a week. The Lord Mayor, Councillor Wendy Smith, was joined by dignitaries from surrounding councils and members of the Showmen's Guild to undertake what was the 726th reading. You may wonder why it is called the Goose Fair. It was originally started as a livestock and trade event. This is the time when farmers and food producers would attend the fair to sell their animals to other farmers, while local butchers, cheesemakers, and various other local business owners sell their food produce alongside the main livestock market. The name was actually attributed to the huge number of geese, reportedly as many as 20,000 geese, brought from Lincoln, Cambridge and Norfolk to Nottingham to be sold and stuffed for a traditional Michaelmas dish, which was celebrated in late September. Nottingham Goose Fair is one of only 3 fairs in the UK to have the name Goose Fair, along with other sounding similar but much smaller ones, namely Goosey Fair in Tavistock, Devon, and Michaelmas Goose Fair in Colliford, East Devon. Nottingham Goose Fair is now associated with variety of rides and a massive scale of fairground attractions. The mascot of the fair, simply nicknamed Goosey, now sits at the roundabout near the Forest Recreation Ground and Mansfield Road. Upon entering the premises, I was assaulted by all the sound and light and the voice of the showman trying to attract visitors to their rides or attractions. I thought the word showman is reserved for those who actually perform, but on the context of fairs, it could be used for people attracting visitors to their rides or people who actually organize the whole thing in a fair. But what makes Goose Fair tick? Thrill seekers trying to test their courage, scares themselves out of their wit, or people seeking nostalgia? I found that the answer is probably both. Younger generation might find the extreme thrill right up their street, but other might find reliving their childhood fond memories is what they are after. Certainly Goose Fair is never short of food, from donuts to crepes and burgers, but mushy peas, green peas with mint sauce, that is the staple for most of older generation, is actually what they are coming for. I found as well that there are a number of rides that are not that much attractive for younger audience, such as Hook a Duck, Carousel, the Wooden Helter Skelter, the Dodgems, or the old-time Brooklyn Cakewalk, a throwback to the days of the bygone eras. But these rides aren't certainly going away anytime soon, being kept running by simply the love for it. I guess that's what keeps Goose Fair alive for over 700 years, by keeping everything alive for the love of it.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed this episode about Goose Fair and you can enjoy the light and the sound of Goose Fair. It's time for me to sign off. I need to take a little bit of rest because tomorrow I'm going to cover the Diwali in Leicester. So see you next week for another episode of what's interesting in the British life and institutions.